We're live now to Greg Sheridan, foreign editor at The Australian. The International Criminal Court prosecutor seeking arrest warrants for 3 Hamas terrorist leadership and 2 leaders of Israel, including the Prime Minister Netanyahu. Mr Dutton describes it as anti-Semitic, this move. What's your assessment?
Well, look, I think it is an infamous move by the International Criminal Court. There is no moral equivalence, as Joe Biden said, between Israel and Hamas. To suggest there is shocking, and it would seem to be anti-Semitic if anyone else had done it apart from the International Criminal Court. I think Prime Minister Albanese's reaction has been pathetic, to say that he can't comment on a court matter, as if the International Criminal Court is a court and not a political body. And then at the very same moment, Albanese commented on the Julian Assange matter. I think this is shocking cowardice on the part of the Australian government. This really big misstep by the International Criminal Court discredits it. It discredits it with the United States. Anything that arises from it will be vetoed in the Security Council. It shows how politically corrupt United Nations institutions have become. Now, Israel may not have conducted this war perfectly, and there may be legitimate grounds for criticism. But it's interesting to note, Kieran, there was no ICC arrest warrant out for the late Iranian president who just died, Raisi, whereas he sentenced hundreds and hundreds of dissidents to death for shocking things like wearing the headscarf the wrong way. And he was a key part of a regime that exported murderous terrorism all over the world. The ICC doesn't issue an arrest warrant for him, but it does for the Israeli government leaders. I think it's a really sad moment in the history of the United Nations and shows how urgently their institutions need to be reformed.
At this time, the United States not alone in its condemnation of the move either. Other leaders from Italy to Germany rejecting the notion of moral equivalence in this matter.
Yeah, it seems Anthony Albanese is a standout amongst democratic leaders in having, monumental cowardice, refusing to take a position. My memory is that we did not support the ICC reference of Israel in the first place. I'd have to double check that, but we certainly were willing to express a view on the matter, and we've been willing to express a view on ICC matters in the past. I mean, the civilised world will revolt against this. It's certainly, Dutton has a point when he talks about anti-Semitism, because it certainly is part of the campaign to delegitimise Israel and to make it into a pariah state. And a lot of the discussion around this Gaza conflict has portrayed Israel as some kind of wicked pariah state, and that's completely inaccurate. And I tell you what, if Australia had been attacked as Israel was attacked on October 7, we would have responded with at least as much strength and vigour as would indeed any nation.